Ready for baseball here in New York. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. And we're underway here in the home opener. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Hit on the ground to the right side. Wow, nice play from his knees. The throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
The left fielder, Joey Wiemer.
Next to hit for the Nats, Joey Wiemer. And first offering is fouled off. Fried, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
James Wood, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Machado takes it in for the out. 2 away now. Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit.
Number 16, Kobe Mayo.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. That. Back here in New York. And on the hill, the lefty, Andrew Alvarez. Chris, how about a scouting report? Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him looking for the K.
Batting second, the left fielder,
Here comes
Cody
Belly to take his cuts.
Bellinger.
That's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Max Fried will go to work. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Next to hit, Nasim Nunez.
The second baseman.
This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That one drilled left field, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Fouled off left side. And it's second. Swing and a slow roller. Now they tag at third, and they got him. Throw to first, but he beat it. Curtis Mead digging in for the Nationals. On the ground, and it goes just foul. That one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back in the Bronx,
leading off
bottom of the second. Manny Machado stepping in now for the Yankees.
Manny Machado.
First pitch misses. This one in the air, center field. Young gets under it. One away. And here is Isaac Paredes. That one found hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Inside, ball one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 12.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Grisham.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
He goes down looking. Back in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game.
Runner on the go. Abrams at the plate now, and that's strike one. Line to left. And there's one down. Next to hit for the Nats, Joey Wiemer.
The left fielder, Joey Wiemer.
Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning. Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as he jumped off of his stick.
And now Kobe Mayo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Wood around third. In comes the run from second.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
This one in the air center field. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now up as the Yankees DH, Paul Goldschmidt. Alvarez back to work. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
Fans another, and that's 3
Batting
straight
in,
strikeouts.
the catcher, number 28,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Takes it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. One now. And he can't make the play. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Caballero off of first with 2 away.
Ball inside.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Ground ball left side. Throws to first, and that ends the inning. Back in the Bronx, start of the 4th, Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. On the ground to the left, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
Runner, he's going. Runner on the go. Ruiz in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1. And that is out of play. Now an 0-2 from Fried. That one the other way. And it's into the gap. Lead runner around second. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. You know, these Nationals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the number.
Out to short, Caballero. Over to Chaz. There's one. They get
No,
the
he's out.
but the run scores on the twin killing.
Up next for Washington.
Base is empty after the
center
double
fielder,
play. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles underneath it. And that is that. Back for more
Leading
from the
off
Bronx.
for the
Ready to
Yankees,
go for the last
the left
half of the
fielder,
inning. Cody
Cody
Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Gets the slider in there for a strike. On a line out towards center. Young on the move. And there's one down. Here's Judge now.
Next for the
He's 0
Yankees,
for 1.
the right fielder,
He's not
number
going to get
99,
cheated up there.
Aaron.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage
Judge.
with every swing he takes.
The Nationals leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Nope.
2-0 count,
Outside.
great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And there's the strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Now Machado up
Next
here.
for the Yankees,
He's 0 for 1.
the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In the air, right field. Cruz on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Here at New
Leading off
Yankee
for the
Stadium
Nationals,
in the
the
Bronx.
shortstop,
New inning getting
C.J.
started. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Out to short. Caballero fires over
Got him.
first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now the left fielder, Joey Wiemer. And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he can't bring it in. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
That pretty much split the zone
Up
down the
next for
middle,
Washington,
and those are the
the
ones where you
designated
got to
hitter,
make them pay.
James
One down,
Wood.
runner at third. James Wood, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first.
Out.
Now 2 away as they get a run across. Next to hit for the Nats, Kobe Mayo. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. And that one is off the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Up next for the Nationals,
Dylan
the right
Cruz
fielder, number 3,
digging in for the
Dylan
Nationals.
Cruz.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. We head to the bottom
Leading
of
off
the 5th.
for the Yankees,
Stepping in for the Yankees,
first baseman,
Isaac Paredes.
Paredes.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fights it off. You'll see another. To third. Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Aye.
And it's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the K.
Up next
Picks up
for the
strikeout
Yankees,
number 7.
the designated hitter,
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
Goldschmidt.
Struck out swinging his first time.
That's a ball.
Good
No,
slider down
inside.
and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 2-1. Just
Oh, that's out.
missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking.
Me to second Abrams. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off for the
Top
Nationals,
6.
the second
Nasim
baseman,
Nunez
Nasim
digging in for the
Nunez.
Nationals. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Nats, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Wells collects, fires
He's
to
out.
first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. And it's fouled away. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The 0-2. On a line. 2 down. 2 outs, base
Up next for
empty.
the Nationals,
Next to
the
hit for the
first baseman,
Nats,
Curtis
Mead. 1
Mead.
for 2.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 6th inning. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. To the right side. Mead steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next to hit, Jose Caballero. The Nats leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, right side. Mead takes it himself. That's out number 2. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
There with plenty of time. Back here in New York,
Leading
we
off
go to
for
the
the
top of the
Nationals,
7th.
the center
Jacob
fielder,
Young digging
Jacob
in for the Nationals.
Young.
Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And it gets by him. So a man at first. Joey Wiemer now at the plate. In the dirt, blocked. And there's a foul ball. way out front for strike 2. And down on strikes. 2 down. Now here is James Wood. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Bellinger.
That's out to center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Judge in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Nationals leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. Here's Machado. The Yankees looking to
Now
rally.
pitching for Washington, number 31, Nick Mears.
Grounds 1 to short. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. 1 down. So up next for New York, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but
Abrams quickly to second for 1. Throw to first.
He's in there.
Safe.
deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Grisham at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
1 and 2 here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Paredes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the dirt. Swing and a miss. Back at Yankee Stadium, we're at the top of the 8th. Kobe Mayo digs in now. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man at second. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in, Nasim Nunez. Drilled out towards left center field. And this one looks like trouble. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back in New York.
Leading off
on to the
for
bottom
the
of the
Yankees,
8th.
the
Paul
designated
Goldschmidt
hitter,
stepping
Paul
in now for the Yankees.
Goldschmidt.
That's outside.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to
Ball
that fastball.
inside.
Wells jumps out of the way of the first pitch. The Nats leading by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Backed off the plate that time. And that one popped to short. Abrams. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for New York, Jose Caballero. Late with the swing there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Runs it up to 90. Back at Yankee Stadium. We go to the 9th. Keibert Ruiz getting ready to hit. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's 1 down. So up next, Curtis Mead. For 3. Here's a new pitcher from the pen.
Number
Jake
59.
Bird.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The 0-1.
Did he
Tries
go?
to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he offered at it. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So back to the top of the order. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Jacob Young. That's a hit. Runner at first with 2 away. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Aye.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Bird, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Grisham sprinting for this one. Brings it in. And that is that. Back to the Bronx.
Leading off
Bottom
for the
of the
Yankees,
9th.
the second
Jazz
baseman.
Chisholm. Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball
Washington.
over to a new
Number
arm,
55,
Richard Lovelady.
Richard
And he's got a nice
Lovelady.
lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one lifted to left. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Cody Bellinger. High fly ball out into left center field. And a couple of quick outs. So last chance for the Yankees. Here comes Aaron Judge. On the ground,
Foul
right
ball.
side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Good eye
That's a
in
ball.
that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That's in. Ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Well struck right field. That's going back. Back some more. Say goodbye to that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game. So 2 down. Now at the plate, Manny Machado. 0 for 3 in this
Now pitching
one.
for Washington. Number 41, Brad Lord.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. That's the ball game. And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.